Welcome back. Today's video, I wanted to share with you all how to melt your lace in daylight. Of course, I had to film this outside because a lot of you always want to see the lace outside and what it looks like and how it blends. Today's wig comes from Ronnie Hair. I will be sure to link it below in the description box. Be sure to check down there. Let's get into today's video. So this wig today is Swiss lace. Now, usually Swiss lace for me blends very, very well, especially after I cut it and I get rid of the extra lace. If you wanted to see how it looks just in natural daylight, this is what it looked like. This is an invisible strap wig, so of course you can pull it up, you can pull it down, you wear it however you want. I have so many videos sharing how to do this. Let's talk about melting sprays because a lot of people don't know the difference between melting sprays and also what adhesive sprays are. So I have two melting sprays here. This one is the My Sticky Little Secret and this one is the Eben melting spray, which also have hold to it. I did a video on this already, a full video, so if you want to check that out, you can. And of course, I have a video on this. For now, I've been using this one because this is one of my favorite melting sprays. What is a melting spray? A melting spray is going to help hide the lace after you have glued down your wig, or even if you don't want to glue down your wig. Does it provide a good hold? Not really, but it does give a slight hold, so you can at least wear your wig glueless. So someone asked, should you keep the melting sprays off your natural hairline, off of your natural hair? So a lot of times melting sprays are not harmful for your hairline, your natural hairline. They're actually safer because they really don't provide a hold. Now this one from Eben has vitamin E and also silk protein in it, which is great for strengthening the hair. This one right here is very gentle. I prefer this one over this one, to be honest, because I like the way this one melts the lace. This one also provides a slight hold, so there's a possibility that it will stick a little bit more. So if you don't remove it correctly, it can harm your edges slightly. Okay, so now that you know the details, let's go ahead and install today's wig. I will have it linked below in the description box. So the first thing I like to do is push the hairline completely back. I'm going to tighten up the strap so that it won't move so much. Again, this is what the hairline looked like before. Now, if you want to, you can add some foundation powder to the inside. You can bleach the knots more. The wig does not come with bleach knots, so if you would like to do that, you can, to give a more blendable look. I'm going to go ahead and remove the extra lace around the hairline with these scissors. And remember, it should always fit ear to ear if you want it to lay correctly around the hairline. I'm gonna take the melting spray by My Sticky Little Secret, and this is what I'm going to use for today's install. So what I like to do is just spray it around the hairline. And yes, this is a bit intense the way it squirts out. Has a watery type of feel, definitely, but I only like to use a little bit. I don't try to go crazy and spray too much. Now, this is a glueless install, so I'm not gonna be using any glue today, because the whole purpose is just to show you how to use the melting spray. Once I have the melting spray and it's nice and wet, I do dry it for at least, I would say, until it's sticky, but not wet and runny. So this is the next step to get it to actually adhere right. I also like to leave the sideburns down so I can kind of press the lace or pull the lace so it lays flat. The next step I like to do is to just tie down the edge of that lace with the edge band, not a headscarf, but an edge band, because it's going to further help press the lace down onto the skin and melt it. Now, the longer you let this sit, the better. 15 minutes usually is the max. I'll let it sit if I have something to do, but if I just want to preserve my hairline and make sure that it's going to be laid down correctly, then I would definitely let it sit a little bit longer. Now, one thing I want you all to realize is if you're going to use the melting sprays and also wig adhesive glue, then I would recommend gluing your install, and then after you have let that sit down and the glue is adhered correctly for the amount of time it needs, then going back in with the melting spray for 15 minutes and let that sit to help further get any lace that may not have stuck down. Now, the melting sprays is great for transparent lace. A lot of people really don't like the regular lace because they feel like it don't blend. So if you have a lace that is transparent and you have already applied your lace tint and it's still not blending or melting into the skin correctly, then that's what these are for, to further assist it into just softening the lace and melting it on down. I'm gonna let this sit for about 15 minutes. As far as the hair, this is a loose wave texture, very pretty. I think what I'm gonna do is wave it up a little bit and kind of set my parting. It does come with the middle part, but of course you can part it anywhere on the lace. So for the hair, all I did was wet it down with a little bit of water. You can add leave-in conditioner, of course. I'm not going to define it too much because I wanted to have a softer look today. The foundation I like to use in my parting if I don't bleach the knots, and also in the cap just to blend it. This is in a number 5. It comes in so many different shades. You can find this, I believe, at your beauty supply too. So as you can see, this is what the hairline looks like in natural lighting. Now I can't really see if my parting is completely straight. I got a glare. So I hope this was super helpful for you all and you got an idea on how to blend your lace with melting sprays and also a clear understanding. There's not really much to it except for they just help to make the lace more invisible. But this is what the hair looks like and everything. Really pretty. Of course, you can part this wig anywhere. You don't have to do a middle parting. You can also do a side parting if you may need to. But for the most part, this is giving a little bit of hold. Of course, it's with no powder or anything on the hairline. This is natural daylight. I think it looks pretty decent. So you can imagine if I was to go back and bleach the knots, or if I was to add anything to it, what the lace would look like when it blends. It would probably be even better. So I think this is actually pretty good for natural daylight. I don't think anybody would be able to tell unless they are super close like y'all are right now to my head. But for the most part, at a distance, or it's just depending, you know, it blends pretty well. So I will have this wig linked below in the description box. Be sure to check down there, and I'll see you all back in my next video.